Spidey here, bringing an agenda to you that has just come to my attention. As I said, it's come to my attention that the 31 Nights of Fright, with the exception of this year's edition, have been fairly vulgar, to say the least. Very offensive to an adult nature. The past 31 Nights of Fright have been, like I said, offensive, vulgar, adult content ridden. It's had curse words, vulgarity, disgusting moments, adult innuendos, sexual references, violent references, and just straight out overall ballsy moments that kids shouldn't be seeing. Actually, unless you're 22, you shouldn't be seeing this at all. Why do I bring this issue up? Why am I bringing it up? Well, folks, it's simply put, I'm bringing this up because I have a lot of heart for you fine folks. I love you. That's why I'm doing this for you. I am thinking on your behalf. I am thinking for you because I don't want your minds to be rotted away by such vile and disgusting content. I mean, who in the world believes in ghosts and monsters and ghoulies and creepy crawlies in the night? That's absurd. And it's even more absurd for a set of people to make a whole month-long tribute to the thing. I mean, seriously, who has that type of time to do such a thing anyways? It'd be absurd. When they'd be spending their time doing something much better, like, I don't know, studying a subject that they simply don't care about, or doing something that they simply don't care about. It just makes more sense. And I am doing this because it fits my moral values. As a right-wing Republican conservative, it is my duty to think for you and keep the established orders of family values. That's why I'm doing this. So, I am very proud to say that in this channel and on Weber Cinema, that this year's edition of the 31 Nights of Fright will be rated G. Why would it be rated G? Because it will be void of disgusting and adult content. Okay, it's rated PG now. I now take you to the Weatherman, IP freely.
Thanks, Spidey. The following film is... Oh my god, this film is rated PG-13! Oh my god, you son of a bitch!
I blame the guy for trying. Successful Broadway actress Peg Entwistle married Roland Keith Ritchie, who was 10 years older, and she didn't know he had a son from his second marriage. In fact, her stepson was actor Brian Keith, who was best known in his role on the TV show Family Affairs. She divorced Roland in 1929. Peg enjoyed a great Broadway career and made tours around the country. In 1932, she was offered a role in the production of The Mad Hopes in Los Angeles. The play and Peg received rave reviews. In fact, Peg was given as much ink as Billy Burke and even more attention than Humphrey Bogart, who also starred in the play. In 1932, Peg permanently settled in Los Angeles and moved into her Uncle Harold's bungalow in Beechwood Canyon. Peg found work in the theater circuit, but productions were short-lived. She landed a contract at RKO Studios, but the movie was panned by critics. When the movie was re-edited, Peg's appearance was only brief. Her contract was not renewed by RKO as well. With the recent bad luck in switching to movies from plays, it was believed Peg considered herself a failure. On Friday evening, September 16, 1932, Peg told her uncle that she was going to take a walk. She headed towards Mount Lee, and that was the last time she was seen alive. Peg removed her coat and placed it with her purse at the base of the maintenance ladder, which was leaning against the letter H on the Hollywood sign. She climbed up the ladder and jumped. 2 days later, on Sunday, September 18th, Peg's purse and coat were found near the ladder, and her body was spotted by a hiker in Beechwood Canyon. The hiker put the coat and purse on the doorstep of the local police station, and the police recovered Peg's body at the bottom of Mount Lee the same day. On Monday, September 19th, an inquest was held.
City Newswire newspaper and radio stations made an announcement that an unidentified body of a woman was found at the Hollywood sign. The media gave a description of the body and read the contents of a suicide note that Peg had written. Uncle Harold claimed Peg's body on Monday and she was cremated the same day. On Tuesday, September 20th, Peg Entwistle's suicide made the national news. There have been many sightings by park rangers and hikers in Griffith Park of the ghost of a woman who is dressed in 1930s style clothing. The ghost is described as a blonde woman who appears to be sad. One evening, a man and his girlfriend were walking their dog on a trail in the area. Their dog started to act strangely. They soon saw a lady appear in the front of them, and she was dressed in 1930s clothing. The lady seemed to be depressed and quickly vanished. The description of the female ghost is always the same, a blonde depressed, in clothing from the 1930s, and she's always sad or in a daze. A park ranger at Griffith Park has seen the female ghost several times and always detects the smell of gardenias. He has stood at the top of the sign and has seen the motion detector triggers when nobody else has been present at the site. Peg was only 24 years old when she jumped to her death. Sadly, a letter arrived at her uncle's house a few days later from the Beverly Hills Community Players to offer Peg a substantial role in a production at the Hollywood Playhouse. The Hollywood tabloids nicknamed Peg Entwistle the Hollywood Sign Girl. Until this day, Peg Entwistle's story haunts the hills of the Hollywood sign.